It's the Dino Wells Show. What's up, everybody? It's Dino Wells here. I just got to come out and talk about this right now because, this is episode 3 of the Dino Wells Show, and it seems like every time I come on the show, there's always an issue that's going on, like the situation that happened in Baton Rouge in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know, that prompted me to do episode 2. Well, there was another incident that happened in Milwaukee over the weekend. Another police shooting, but this time of different circumstances. Now, what I'm about to say is going to probably ruffle some feathers, but I don't care. This is my podcast, and I have I can voice my opinion. Now, I wasn't really aware of, because I've been so secluded in writing my script and things like that, so I wasn't really watching the news or anything, so I wasn't aware of what was going on. I happened to be on a podcast yesterday. I didn't even know there was riots going on, actually. So when this young lady snapped on me on this podcast, I was on Periscope. I was on a friend of mine's Periscope. And they were talking about the cops and bad cops and these, not these, those. And I was like, well, all cops aren't bad. And she just went off on a tangent on me. Just went off and called me out my name. Told the dude whose Periscope I was on, told him to block me, but he didn't. And she just kept going off on me because I kept saying that cops aren't bad. All cops aren't bad. And she said even the good cops are bad because they're not saying anything because of the silent thing, whatever. Okay, whatever. So I was like, why is she going off on me like that? So I had to do some research, and I looked, and I was going through the timeline and seeing things, and I saw that the riots happened, the young man got, killed, the Seville Smith dude got killed, and I'm like, wow, this is jacked up. This is jacked all up. So I said, let me dig more deep into it if I put my opinion on this, and let me read what went down. And they said that a black cop killed him, shot him, because he was holding a weapon. He had a weapon, he wasn't listening. Then, they did the background, said that he had an extensive record and all this other stuff, okay? Wow. Okay, so if he have a record, which we didn't know that, I didn't know that, but he had a weapon, allegedly had a weapon, okay? So if I am a black cop, and I don't care if you're whatever race you are, I don't care if you're an alien from planet Mars, I don't care who you are, if you have a weapon and I'm telling you to sit down or put your hands down, put your hands up, put the weapon down, whatever, if you're not complying and you holding a weapon and you pointing a weapon and you're not listening, you're going to get shot. Plain and simple. Especially if you're being aggressive with your weapon and not paying it, and you're saying some aggressive things, not saying, I don't know what the situation was with that, but if I feel threatened, I don't care who you are, but you have a weapon, you're going to get shot. Plain and simple. And if I'm a cop, come on, stop. So what ensued after that was a string of riots. Now, nobody didn't really have all the information detailed. They knew that a black man got killed, Mr. Smith got killed, and that prompted everybody to go crazy. Start burning down shit, burning down businesses and gas stations and cars and shooting at people and shooting at cops and throwing bricks and all this shit, yo. For what? What is it going to answer? What is it going to prove? This shit's been going on since the 60s. Riots. The riots of LA, the riots in Chicago, the riots in Baltimore, the riots in New York, the riots, just riots. Come on, man. What is it proving? What is it proving? It's showing that it's showing that you have no common sense. That's what it's showing. Yes, yes, there are impoverished neighborhoods, low income, bad education, unemployment rate is crazy, broken homes, financial instability, all that. Yes, we understand the impoverished nature in the oppressed state of mind. And then you have the Black Lives Matter movement that's really cultivating more of this. And I'm not against Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not against cops. No, I'm not. I'm not against neither one. But at the same time, when you have bad cops, they need to be treated accordingly. And then when you have a message saying that all cops are bad, or they want justice for cops, and then you got impoverished, weak-minded people listening to the message over and over again, then you had a situation like the young lady that got killed, having a shotgun, Facebook living and Perry, whatever she was doing, living the situation before she meet her untimely demise. That's fucking crazy. I mean, you getting conditioned by messages saying cops are bad, and then you have situations like that. Now, then you have, like I said, these impoverished, oppressed, underclassed civilians going around destroying stuff. Why? Why are you destroying stuff? What is that gonna prove? Let's destroy white businesses. Let's destroy black-owned businesses. Like, what is that proving? It's crazy to me. I would never understand why do we have to do that. What is it proving? Then I saw the video with the young lady, I guess it was the sister of the man that got killed, and she went off on an emotional roller coaster, which that would set off the inner anger of everybody else that's impoverished and weak-minded and everything, whatever who's in that mind state of anger. That's going to already set it off too, even more, where they're going to start off destroying stuff. It's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I don't have no sympathy of the young lady that got killed by the cops, because she brought that on herself. I don't have no sympathy of the young man that got killed in Milwaukee that allegedly had the gun or whatever. If you was in the camera, and the cops complied to everything that was mandated for them to do, to give the information, they did everything in a timely manner so they can have it investigated, to investigate the situation, which the investigation is ongoing. But at the same time, if this young man was doing what the cops did, if it wasn't doing what the cops say, and you wielding a gun, moving around and or you threaten the cop or whatever the case may be, and you got an extensive record, maybe you didn't want to go back to prison or something, and you asking yourself to get shot. You asking for yourself to get shot. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say all cops aren't bad, and is how you carry yourself. Since 2010, I've been stopped by the cops at least 5 times for, traffic, traffic, all justifiable, I should say, because I don't do anything wrong. I'm not a criminal. I don't have a extensive criminal background record or none of that. But at the same time, when I don't have an extensive, I just respect. I respect the law, and I love my life. So, and I know that there are some bad seeds out there. So at the same time, if I don't initiate anger and give them fear, I won't die. The first time I got stopped in 2010 in LA was a bad experience. It was a prime example of a cop trying to push my buttons for me to do something outside of my character, make me lose my bearing. The cop I have is recorded. I have it on my Facebook or YouTube or whatever. I can't remember where I have it at. I think it's on my Facebook video or one of those. I put it up there. I think it's on my Facebook video, if not on YouTube. But the cop really did everything in his power to break me, to make me go outside of my character, so maybe he wanted to try to kill me. But I stood there, bit my tongue, and I let that cop. I complained and I called the superiors and all that, and it didn't get resolved. What I felt that it was, I just felt that I was disrespected. My rights was disrespected as a human being. But that's another topic. I got stopped another time when I got my car. I just got some new tags. I didn't get my tag on it yet. I had the temporary tag, but the temporary tag was laid down the window. I got stopped by a drug enforcement cops or DEA or whatever. I don't know who the fuck it was, but they was all dressed in tactical gear, black, and they stopped me and they, why we're stopping you. And I complied to everything they said, and I'm still living. Drove off. Everything was great. Gave them my insurance, driver's license, all that shit, and I drove off with no incident. I'm still here. Was I nervous? Fucking right. Because, fuck, you got these big-ass fucking cops coming out the car, two on one side, one on talking to me. You don't think I'm going to... My hand, I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I know not. I'm not trying to prompt them to fucking do anything to fucking blow my brains out. That's fucked up. I'm not trying to get shot up, killed up like that. Another time I got stopped by a cop, same difference. Same thing. They stopped me. I gave them my information. We had a fucking conversation. I don't know if it was Periscope at the time, but I know I videoed it. I think it was Periscope, one of those. But at the same time, Periscope don't allow you to, at that time, didn't allow you to, it stayed on for 24 hours and it disappeared. So I think I Periscoped it. It was a police officer, because I shift lanes, whatever, and while he was on side, he had somebody pulled on the side of the road, and I didn't pull all the way over, and so he went a whole mile to catch me, to stop me, to talk to me. We had a conversation, gave him my shit, sat there, we talked, went on about my business. I'm still here. Did not be irate. I didn't get irate. Didn't act in some type of way, have an attitude, none of that. Now, I did ask why you stopped me, because I was like, what the fuck? I mean, you was way the fuck down there. Why would you stop me now? So, it's about your personality and how you handle yourself, because if you come at them irate, and you got a scary cop, you asking for yourself to get shot. You asking for yourself to get taken out. I mean, come on, man. You got to use common sense when it comes to this. I know that we live in underprivileged neighborhoods and stuff, and I mean, you got to have some kind of sense, a block of common sense. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna put a song on real quick, take a break, enjoy. This song right here is called Trapped. Yeah, that was Trapped, a song I made by Music Maker Jam. It's a song made by me, of course, Dr. Trackenstein. Now, I want to also talk about on the 23rd of this month will be a year that my son lost his life in Montgomery, Alabama, in a group home ran by the state of Alabama. Now, there's a lot of loopholes and darkness going on that's around the death of my son. I believe he was murdered. Clairvoyance told me that my son was murdered. My son has reached out to clairvoyants to get to me. These clairvoyants didn't know me from nothing, you know. Anyway, my son was allegedly murdered in Montgomery, Alabama. And I still don't have no type of justice for that. But am I going around rallying people and destroying Montgomery, Alabama? No, I'm not. Do I want justice for the death of my son? Yes. It seemed like everything that happened to my son, what happened to my son, just got swept under the rug and the case is closed and that's it. You know, oh, he just died of this and that's that situation, blah, blah, boom. But I have inside sources tell me otherwise, besides the clairvoyance. Inside sources tell me what happened otherwise. Am I upset? Yes. Am I angry? Yes. Do I want justice? Yes. Will I get justice? I don't know. But I want justice. You know, does it hurt that I don't have my son? Yes. It hurts a lot. And the time is coming up now where I still feel his birthday just passed, and I'm about to get emotional right now because, like, when I think about it, that's my oldest son. But I'm not tearing nothing up. I'm not. Now, was I upset, especially after hearing what went down? Yes. Especially hearing the circumstances around my son's death and how the changes, the story changes, and all the shenanigans that went along with that. Yes, I was upset. Did I want to go tear something up? Yes, but I'm smart at the same time too. I'm not about to, no. Come on, man. We are conditioned, the underprivileged is conditioned. And then the media and the world see this like, wow. It's a bad look. It's just a bad look on us as a human being, as people of color. And then you have the upper echelon people of color they're not stepping up and doing anything. They might come out and you might have the Al Sharptons or whatever come out and they might say their little piece, and then that's it. There's no significant change, not even since the 60s, the riots in LA, the riots in Chicago, Baltimore, all these riots and stuff. It's not, okay, yes, it's happening. The world the people see, the powers that be see the upsetness of the underprivileged, the lower class. You don't see middle class people destroying shit. You don't see rich people out there destroying shit. You don't see mobs of, and like I said, I'm not talking bad about us, but you don't see mobs of white people starting riots like that. You don't see that. It's us doing that. Why? I know we need to be heard, but there's other ways that we can be heard besides destroying businesses or whatever the case may be, and destroying property and things like that or whatever. Now that business that's destroyed, you got black people that work at that business now don't have no job. Think about that. You destroying a 7-Eleven or a beauty supply store, or you're destroying a grocery store, mom and pop store. Now this mom and pop don't have a store anymore because you done destroyed it because you're mad, because you're in your feelings because of some shit that went down with a ignorant black person, a ignorant person of color that don't want to pay a fucking attention, or that want to disrespect the law and don't want to listen and be disobedient. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You gotta be smart you gotta be smart. And then you holding a gun. Come on. What are you doing? And then you want to talk bad about all the cops. Now, like I told you, I'm not agreeing. There are some bad cops out there. I don't know who they are, and I don't want to cross paths with them. I don't want to even make them mad. I'm not a violent person. I'm violent when I get in the ring. I'll beat somebody's ass in the ring, but I'm smart when it comes to. I'm not trying to get against. I'm not trying to go against an entity that I would not win versus a cop. Period. Especially when they come in droves. A gang in blue. And just you. Come on, man. You think about it. You got that young man that got killed in front of his girlfriend and kid. And saying that he had a gun. Registered. And everything. And he still gets killed. You have a young man selling CDs in front of or cigarettes in front of a store and gets killed. You got another man selling CDs and things in front of a store and get killed. Come on. You have a young lady for a traffic stop that gets killed. I mean, come on, you have a lot of incidents where you have people that had not did anything wrong, allegedly, from what we know, that had not did anything wrong and then get killed. Now, there's this guy, this cop. Guess he's a sheriff or something. I was watching him and I was listening to him talk. And I've been watching him for the past couple of weeks. And I'm listening to his tone has changed just a little bit, but it was kind of interesting to hear him talk. And I want you to hear what he's saying, because to me, like, he said Milwaukee's gonna be a case study. There's entrenched poverty everywhere, though. But, there's a curfew in Milwaukee right now to try to keep people from being out there doing any more riots and things and such forth, because, just like it says, people do get frustrated, people get angry, and then all they know is to lash out. It worked in the 60s. No, it did not. It worked in the 70s. No, it did not. It worked in the 80s. No, it did not. It worked in the 90s. No, it did not. And he says it's going to happen in other cities. So, anyway, so what do you think? What can change? What can change this? What can we change the mindset of the? How can we change the mindset of people to stop being foolish when it comes to police and look at all police like if you are a person of color and you got a sack of rocks in your pocket, or you got some dope in your trunk of your car, or whatever the case may be, and you nervous as fuck, and a cop pull you over, you're about to go to jail. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Why would you do anything to get yourself killed? Now, if you're driving, you're an outstanding citizen, although you're impoverished and you live in a impoverished neighborhood or whatever the case may be, and you living in a impoverished neighborhood, which they, like I said, I feel that, yes, we are targeted as people of color when we in these lower-lying, underclass neighborhoods. I feel that we are being targeted. I do feel that. Yes, I do feel that. But at the same time, if you just be respectful and don't go against your life, if you don't do anything dumb, if you just pull stop, hey, keep your hands on the dashboard, keep your hands on the dashboard. And look, sir, cop, ma'am, my driver's license is in my pocket. The insurance and registration is in the glove compartment. You can kindly go over into the glove compartment and grab it yourself, because I'm not moving my hands off this dashboard. I said this before in the last podcast. I'm not doing it. You're going to go ahead and get that stuff. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. You're not about to shoot me because I done moved my hand and you felt that I'm being violent. You can shoot me for saying that I'm being disrespectful, and then you can make some kind of way. Now, I saw some people talk about the cop cameras on the chest cameras that they have. They said that they can control that, they can cut it off at any time. I feel that it should be a federal offense that if you make a stop, if a cop make a stop, and after that stop, the camera stopped working and that individual gets killed, for whatever reason that they say that person get killed, I think that cop should get reprimanded. Yes, I think that cop should face some time. It should be a federal offense because that camera's off. Now they could say that, oh, it was a malfunction, but then you have to have proof that it was a malfunction. You know, I still say it should be a federal offense. If a cop stopped anybody, I don't care if it's a person of color, anybody, and an incident happens, and that person with that incident so happens to pass away because of an incident that allegedly happened, that the cop says because the camera's not on, then I feel that cop should be reprimanded. I feel that cop should be, it should be a federal offense. Period. Now if the camera works and then everything corroborates what he says, everything happens, everything's what it is, detailed, then hey, great. Then there should be no federal offense. It is what it is. So, oh wow, I didn't know that was over there. So, I'm going to the next song. It's called "The Ultimate Regret." It's a song that I made with Music Maker Jam. Hope you like it. Taking another break. Enjoy. Yeah, that's The Ultimate Regret, everybody. That's a song by me, The Ultimate Regret. Music Maker Jam. Yeah. Anyway, let's go on to another topic now. I done got past that. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I just feel that, just to talk about that for half another second is, I feel that we as a people need to stop being so fearful obey the law. But it's a conditioning thing. We're conditioned by certain things. Like I told you, I'm not against Lives Matter, but at the same time, it has good intentions, but then that good intentions sometimes can get misinterpreted the wrong way by, like I told you, weak-minded people. And when you have weak-minded, impoverished individuals that's oppressed, they will feel some type of way, and the results will happen. Like I said, with the young lady, and I don't know where she lived at, but that young lady that got killed, with that shotgun and all those things, the videos that she posted, and this young man in Milwaukee, I don't know the whole situation behind that, but at the same time, it's just funny how they talk about his police record like that. His police record. Oh, he had this police record. Blah 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 blah. It is what it is. So I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm enjoying life. I hate doing podcasts, knowing that always there's something dark happening, and then seem like this season 2. Now I'm doing podcasts when issues are arising. Like when there's an issue arises, I gotta do a show. I'm gonna start doing more shows, talk about things I got going on, like my boxing team, the Lethal Warriors boxing team, my son being lazy right now. The boy can fight, but he's just lazy. Then I have my other little boxer, Latrell. He's scared right now, like he's scared to get hit. He can fight. He just very fearful. I gotta get him out of that fear. Then I have my third one. He hadn't trained in like a month due to some issues with some personal issues, I should say. But I saw him yesterday. He said he really missed training and working out and things. Wish he'll come back, but that is what it is. Because he's a sophomore and he's real good. He's good with it. Have little issues himself here and there, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. I got a lot of good things about to start popping off. Just being patient. Patient is a virtue. Patient is a virtue. And I want to help. My mission is to help open the minds of some of this lost generation. They said hope. Obama came into office. They supposed to be hope, 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 hope. We have hope, hope. Come on, man. Come on. They try to say his numbers were better than Bush and everything and such forth. Blah 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 blah. President Obama, he did what he had to do. He done what he had to do. He did what he had to. He did what he did what he had to do. It is what it is. He's about to leave the office. And then you got Hillary and Trump, Clinton and Trump going at it with all this shenanigans and things that's going on. And I'm staying far away from that as well. This country is going the way it's going. It's moving in the direction it's always been moving. And nothing will say. And people say, oh, with your ideology, with your mind, with your saying, your thinking, that's why the country the way it is. No, it's not. I mean, this country is the way it is because the way it is. And that's just plain and simple. It's just, you can see it right there, plain as day, and you're just looking at it. What's going on, So, entertainment world, When the Bell Rings. 4-time award-winning documentary directed by Brad Boris, produced by Metal World Peace. You can get it on Vimeo on demand. You can go to any video on demand platforms such as iTunes, Amazon Prime, Google Play, PlayStation Store, and Xbox One. You can get When the Bell Rings there, starring me, showing my comeback in the boxing. Yep. It's a good thing. Give you some hope. You know, it took a lot for me to get back in shape and go out there and do what I need to do. You know, so I can, you know, be a better parent to my kids, so I don't have to fall prey to the system. You know, I'm working hard so my boys and my daughter, my grandchild can, you know, have a good way of life long after I'm not here anymore. You know, right now my daughter and I, we're going through little issues. It's whatever. You know, I have custody of my son, and I'm just teaching him, but he's just lazy, set in his own ways. Boy can fight. He's just lazy. But I'm not forcing boxing on him. If he want to fight, he got to want it. That's why I like training Latrell, because he wants this. You know, the boy's smart too. My son's smart as well, super smart. You know, but what is your take on going on? You hit me on my hit me on my Stars Q&A. Dino Wells, go to Stars QA. Ask me any question you want. Go to Stars QA. Ask me some questions, and I'll answer. I will answer whatever you want to ask me some questions. I answer. You know, just go to Star Q&A or Star QA, and look me up, Dino Wells, and you just ask me a question. Or you can go to my Facebook at Dino Wells. Dino Wells is my Facebook, The Real Dino Wells. My Twitter is at Dino Wells. Snapchat, Dino_Wells. Just Google me, Dino Wells. I'm all over the place. Movie Same Kind of Different as Me that I'm supporting acting in. That's coming out I heard in February. I have a supporting role in that. That's going to be a day playing role, I should say. It's a good experience that I worked alongside Greg Kinnear and Renee Zellweger and John Manhansu. That was a beautiful experience, and I want more of that. Yeah, I want more of that. That was fun working on that and learning from them. It was a great experience. So I did stunts, worked on Chicago Fire stunts, Empire stunts, known for Prison Break, working on TV show Prison Break. If you play PlayStation, if you play Madden, I'm on PlayStation Network. It's Spot On Defense 504. It's all together, Spot On Defense 504. You know, that's my handle while I'm here in Louisiana. But once I move back to Cali, I'm gonna change that. I'll probably still play with the Spot On Defense 504, but I'm gonna be The Real Dino Wells as always. You know, that's gonna be my handle, The Real Dino Wells. But you know, I build a rapport with Spot On Defense 504, so I wish I could change that 504 to put something else behind it, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is me in the flesh. Wonderful show so far. I just want to tell people to just think about what you do, think about your actions, and think about the consequences and repercussions behind your actions, yo. Especially the situation that's going down in Milwaukee right now. I understand everybody's hurt. You know, a young man is dead. But at the same time, you have to really watch your actions, because, wow. Did I say he deserved to die? No, I did not say he deserved to die. But at the same time, if you're going to have a gun, allegedly, and you pointing that thing at me aggressively, and you talking shit, and I'm a cop, and I feel threatened, I'm shooting the shit out you. Plain and simple. You know. So, I don't know if people, people, they just, I don't know, the conditioning, like I told you, that conditioning thing. Well, everybody, it's a pleasure. My shows will get better. Yes, it will. My shows will be a lot better. Just bear with me. I'm still building this podcast thing. I think this is episode 3 now of my season 2 of the Dino Wells show. But I know I'm probably going to lose some friends over there because the saying what I said earlier. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, we had to stop being stupid. You got to pay attention and stop being conditioned. Use your mind. Use common sense. Everybody has common sense. You got to use it. You know, like I used this situation. I got stopped by a cop at least 5 times since 2010, and I'm still here. I'm not giving them any reason to kill me. You know, because you got to think about it. If you in there, put yourself in their shoes. If you stopping somebody, you don't know what this person have. You don't know if this person has a truck full of drugs. They don't know if they have weapons, bombs, or anything. You don't know what's going on. They coming to you to do their job, and you supposed to just, if you're not guilty and you don't have anything going on, everything should be straight and you drive on about your business. And if you are guilty and you do have some, and you are dirty and or you still got something going on, fuck. Take your fucking punishment like a fucking man or woman. What the fuck, yo? That's fucking crazy. Ooh, excuse me. I mean, or fucking be it just as not condoning, you know what I'm saying, doing ill shit, but if you are dirty, don't be inconspicuous so you wouldn't have to get caught up for cops that have to fucking fuck with you. It's just crazy to me right now, you know what I mean? Stop being dumb. Stop doing dumb shit. Getting yourself killed and routing up people and start shit like these riots. We had to come to some kind of, we had to come to something. This generation is all fucked up. This generation is crazy. We need to fix this shit because we have to fix it and they have to fix it soon. Or it's just we're going to keep going back and back and back. We're going to keep digressing until it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the until is. It's just gonna keep going. It's gonna be a continued trend, a continued cycle. It's gonna keep happening. So until it's gonna be a continued cycle over and over again. It has to stop sooner or later. Where we're gonna be at in the next 50 years? Where are we gonna be at as a people in 50 years? Think about that. Right? Think about from the 60s to now. It's still bad. It's more blatant, actually. It's not subliminal. You know, it was bad in the 60s. It died down a little bit in the 70s. And then you got subliminal in the 80s. They stopped picking up in the 90s. Now in the 2000s, it's like blatant racism and shit. It's just fucking crazy. That's why I want to do my movie, No Words at All. My movie, No Words at All, shows the effects of racism. And once I film this movie, you know, I'm just going to shed some light on how I feel about the effects of racism or what's going on today. With that being said, everybody, thank you. This is Dino Wells, the next household name. And thank you for listening. And I'm about to do my outro song. Dino Wells Show. Yeah. This is brought to you by Dino Wells. I don't have no sponsors or nothing. But it's a pleasure. Yeah.